Welcome to the Dirt ITV pre-race show presented by Bell IT Solutions. We are at Kokomo Speedway for week number 4 of the Millertime Sunday. Just came off of last week at Knoxville. Now we're here at Kokomo in Indiana. We are now under the lights, and it is perfect. And I mean perfect night for racing. Last week we seen Jason Randolph put her in victory lane. Who will we see this week here for the Sprint Clash at Kokomo Speedway? A lot of drivers out here already turning some laps in hot laps. As you see them around this raceway, Nathan Brown is back in action with us, along with Troy Flaro is here. Troy Flaro currently the fastest right now out on the speedway in these hot lap sessions. But it is Empty Buddies race as we are counting down the time. We are 20 minutes away from qualifying, and it is going to be an exciting race to watch here for week number 4 of the Sprint Clash. See PJ Popham in the number 32 machine. He's sitting second in points right now. PJ Popham got that win, got that winner sticker from Great Falls, Montana. There'll be another driver to kind of keep your eye on tonight to see what he's able to do. Randy Shreves is in the pits right now, and Randy Shreves, another one. He led a lot of the race last week at Knoxville, but just could not bring away a win there at Knoxville, and gave the lead up with 8 laps to go to Jason Randolph. Jason Randolph is here tonight with us. Currently, we are just over 30 cars here at Kokomo. We figured it was going to be a light night tonight with it being Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to every father out there, as we are right here watching these guys duke it out here at Kokomo Speedway. It'll be a 30-lapper tonight for the Sprint Clash. Josh Berkey, another driver that we may have to watch. I think Kokomo is probably one of his better tracks. I know he's a non-wing driver, but here in the sprint cars, you got to keep an eye on him. He's in that 39 machine sitting there in pit road right now. He's had some bad luck early in the race, but we hope to see if he's able to do anything tonight at Kokomo Speedway. Again, we just talked about Jason Randolph. He now has that winner sticker on his profile showing that he is a Millertime Motorsports winner. And he won last week at Knoxville from Des Moines, Iowa. That's Jason Randolph in the 47 machine. You'll have to keep an eye on him. He has not finished outside the top 5. And that is why he is your points leader coming into tonight. As you look at the points right now, the points are still close right now, with Jason Randolph with your points leader with 406. He's got those 3 top 10s and 3 top 5s. In second, closely behind in that 32 machine of PJ Popham, 384 points, 2 top 10s and 2 top 5s and a win. So he's got that winner sticker as well. In third, you've got Brandon Surratt with 374 points. He has got 2 top 10s and he has 3 top 5s. So he's been doing very well as well. Warren Samoy sitting there in fourth with 35 points out from the lead. And Randy Shreves, we just talked about him. He was leading last week. He's 41 points back from the lead. He's sitting in 5th. After week 1, he was sitting 2nd. Then he dropped down to 7th. Now he's back up to 5th. Will he make a good race out of this race here at Kokomo and get inside the top 3 where we can see his face in the points? In 6th, Troy Flaro, 57 points out. Ben Wart, 73 points out. Byron Gay and Larry Bell. And then rounding out your top 10 is Trey Gaugen, 94 points out. Our last trip at Kokomo, Trey Gaugen was the man to beat, and I think he was several guys' pick tonight to potentially get inside that top three. We shall see. As we talked about Jason Randolph, PJ Popham, they both got a win on the season. They're looking for another win tonight. As you look at the all-time wins in Millertime Motorsports history, the guys that are in green is your guys that are in this summer series. Benjamin Ward is leading the way with 3 wins, with Nathan Brown with 3 wins. Then drop on down, you got PJ Popham with 2 wins, Jason Randolph with 2 wins, and then Jeff Flero with 1 single win. So basically, what we're talking is we've got 5 guys that have won that are here tonight. Will we etch another winner in victory lane tonight? We shall see as we go on through the night here at Kokomo. We're going to step away for a quick break. We'll be back at Kokomo in just a minute. Do apologize. We are having some technical difficulties right now. We do have some storms running through the area. So give us just a few moments. We'll try to get you back in this broadcast. Give us just a minute. Again, we do apologize for the delay. We are trying to work through iRacing and get this back up. We are having some technical difficulties. We will be back shortly. We do have roughly about less than 5 minutes to qualify, and we hope to be back in by then. Please stick around. Folks, we apologize for the delay there. We had some technical difficulties. Looks like we have got those ironed out now, and we look good now. As we are counting down to qualifying, we are under 30 seconds to qualify it, so we got it straightened out just in time. So we are about to go qualifying here for the Sprint Clash week number 4 at Kokomo. Currently, if you look at the top of the leaderboards right now, Ben Wart has your fastest time in hot laps. So it'll be interesting to see what Ben Wart can do here in your qualifying session. While we wait for the qualifying sessions, we will go over a few things. It does look like, I do apologize, that was qualifying. Ben Wart was your top qualifier. That's how far behind we were. So Ben Wart is your top qualifier, and we are actually getting into your heat race. So heat race number 1 is on the track right now. As on pole on this one is going to be Kyle Vaughn. Kyle Vaughn will be on pole here at Kokomo. Outside of Kyle Vaughn, you're going to have Steve Miller. Steve Miller in the 69 machine. He will be starting second. In third, Steven. In fourth, Ben Wart. And then you got Josh Berkey in fifth, Warren Samoy in sixth. In seventh, you're going to have Tyler Audrey. Tyler Audrey will be in that seventh position. Eighth will be Brandon Surratt. In ninth, Trey Gaugan. Not having a good qualifying run there, putting himself deep in this heat race. Ryan Ensinger is starting 10th, and Kirk will be starting 11th. And 12th has not gridded up yet. Rick Heatherly would be that final position. As it will be a 10-lap race here in your heat race. We do have 3 heat races scheduled for the night. As you can see, Chris Miller has joined us now. Chris Miller is on grid. But on pole on this one, Kyle Vaughn, he will be on pole in that 24 machine. I believe that was Steve or Chris Miller's pick to win the race tonight. He will be on pole here in heat race number 1. Ben Wart starting in that 4th position. Ben Wart a winner with Millertime Motorsports. As we get you set for heat race number 1 on the night here at Kokomo Speedway. The iRacing Pace Truck takes its laps around here. We got the 1 to go. The iRacing Pace Truck has hit pit road. We are going green flag racing here at Kokomo for the Sprint Clash heat race number 1. Green flag is in the air, and we are green. Kyle Vaughn dips to the bottom of the speedway and takes over the early command as Chris Miller slips back into that 3rd position. He is trying to work the outside, and the outside's not working right now. Steven is getting into that 2nd position right now in that 34 machine. And now you have a battle with Ben Wart and Chris Miller. Ben Wart now gets by on the inside, takes over that 2nd position with Josh Berkey on the bottom trying to make it work. And he's in that 3rd position right now, and he has cleared it. As Chris Miller has dropped way back in this one, as Warren Samoy has now battled back up into that 5th position. As they go back and forth here at Kokomo. Kyle Vaughn still your leader up front. We're 5 laps down in this race. Josh Berkey has now got that 4th and final transfer spot, but Warren Samoy is pressuring, looking to the inside of Josh Berkey. Big run on the backstretch, went 3 wide. There was Brandon Surratt, man, was he on the move, and he put a big charge there and put her 3 wide there on the backstretch. We're 7 laps down in this one. As the battle heats up here for that final transfer spot, Brandon Surratt, Trey Gauguin on the top, Warren Samoy there. Trey Gauguin wanting that final transfer spot. Brandon Surratt on the bottom. It's 3 wide racing all the way around this racetrack. We have 1 lap to go. The final lap is out there. As your winner will be Kyle Vaughn. Kyle Vaughn will be your race winner. Coming out of turns number 4, Kyle Vaughn is your race winner in heat race number 1. Ben Wart in second, Steven in third, Trey Gauguin gets the final transfer spot. Warren Samoy will have to go to the B main with Brandon Surratt, Chris Miller, and Josh Berkey all going to the B main. Gordon Insinger, Kirk, and Tyler Audrey will have to go to the B main to try to transfer out to make it into the A main. As now we get gridded up for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 of 3 heat races tonight. On pole on this one is going to be the number 5 Zepco machine of Greg Barnett. Greg Barnett in that number 5 machine. He will be your pole setter here in heat race number 2. Outside of Greg Barnett will be Lance Jackson. Lance Jackson will be on the outside in that number 18 machine. Lance Jackson from California. Jason Randolph, second row. He'll be starting third. Troy Flero will be fourth. Zach Neely will be fifth. Steve Miller will be sixth. PJ Popham will be starting seventh. Deep in this one. Ryan Insinger will be starting eighth. Pat Boice ninth. Kevin Battering 10th. 11th. Brian and Todd Danbury will round out the field, as Todd Danbury did not grid up as we get ready to go green flag out of turns number 4, and Greg Barnett is on the throttle. Jason Randolph puts a move down to the bottom of the racetrack to take the early command in this one, as it's going to go 3 wide, and Greg Barnett gets taken out by Lance Jackson. Lance Jackson tried to put it in there and wasn't able to do it. Big mistake by Lance Jackson, and it cost some guys some big positions there. PJ Popham is now moved up into that third position after all that mayhem that just happened there in turns number 3. As Jason Randolph is running away with this one, and Zach Neely is in that second position in a 188 machine trying to track him down. Kevin Battering has your final transfer spot right now, as Steve Miller is one position out. Kevin Battering looking good to make the feature here in that fourth and final transfer spot. Greg Barnett trying to make up some ground after being taken out by Lance Jackson. Jason Randolph is still your race leader. Zach Neely has slowly caught Jason Randolph. Your fastest guy on the track right now is Zach Neely. And just as I said that, a quick time for Jason Randolph. Jason Randolph is your fastest guy out there on the speedway as he starts to open up his gap. As we have 3 laps remaining, they'll come to the stripe. It'll be 2 to go. 2 to go now. Jason Randolph leading the race. PJ Popham has that third position. In the final transfer spot, Kevin Battering. Kevin Battering got a really good cushion right now as the white flag is out on the speedway. We are final lap here in heat race number 2. Jason Randolph leading the race. Zach Neely in second. PJ Popham in third. As they cross the stripe, Jason Randolph will win. Neely will be second. Popham will be third. And Battering will be fourth. Fifth will be Troy Flero, Steve Miller, and then Greg Barnett will round out your top 7, as those guys after position 4 will have to go to the B main, so there will be some good guys that will be going to the B main, including Troy Flero being one of them. as we get set for your third and final heat race of the night. Your third and final heat race of the night is getting ready to grid up on the speedway as we speak. And on pole on this one is going to be William Henry. William Henry in the 33 machine. He will be your pole setter here tonight for heat race number 3 from Florida in the 33 machine. Outside of him will be Byron Gay. Byron Gay will be starting on the outside of road number 1 in the 70 purple machine from Spencerville, Ohio. It's Byron Gay. Chris Sign will be starting in that third position. Chris Sign from Port St. Lucie, Florida in the 91 machine. He's ran well lately. Chris Sign. In the fourth position, Nathan Brown. Nathan Brown, a 3-time Millertime Motorsports winner. He'll be starting in that fourth position. Jeff Flero will be starting in the fifth position. Jeff Flero from Canada. He's a Canada driver. In that sixth position, Brian Wax. Brian Wax in the 14 machine. In seventh, Randy Shreves. Randy Shreves in the 56 machine. Jay Shorts will be eighth. Ninth will be Robert Yost. 10th will be Brandon Legine. We have the lights out on the pace truck. We are green flag out of turns number 4. As early out front, you got William Henry is out front of this one. Chris Sign in that second position right now. Nathan Brown is in that third position, battling hard for it as they make contact with Byron Gay. Nathan gets in the wall. Here comes Jeff. It's going to be a 3-car, 4-car battle there for that second and third position. Randy Shreves right in the mix of it all. Things are really heating up for that position there. Beating and banging off of each other. They know they got to get in that top 4, and they are scattering. Chris Sign and Randy Shreves battle it out. Big slider for Nathan Brown on the inside. Crossover move for Randy. Not able to make it. They make contact. Nathan Brown loses traction. Now Brian Wax gets into Nathan Brown. They're on the backstretch. They make a little bit of contact. Brian Wax is trying to get in this race. As right now your fourth position is with Chris Sign. He is your final transfer position right now. As things were really getting nasty back here with Randy Shreves. As Jeff Flero is in that second position right now. Third would be Byron Gay, and Chris Sign is looking to take away that third position for Byron Gay. On back in the back of the pack here, Randy Shreves and Nathan Brown still battling with Robert Yost on back there in the 7th position. Brian Wax has dropped all the way back into that 10th position, getting knocked around a little bit with William Henry leading this race here. As we are on the final lap, the white flag is out on the speedway for William Henry. Jeff Flero in the second position. William Henry will come out of 4. He will be your race winner. Jeff Flero in second. Chris Sign in third. Byron Gay in fourth. Nathan Brown and Randy Shreves will be 5th and 6th. Robert Yost, Brandon, Jay, and Brian Wax will round out the rest of the field. So William Henry gets a heat race win. I believe that is William Henry's first heat race. We apologize that we weren't able to grab all the other guys for interviews, but we want to try to get a hold of William Henry if he is available. As William Henry, that could be his very first heat race win. As we are working on getting him over there before this heat race starts. William Henry, do you have a copy? Do you have a copy?
Got you, Ryan. What's up?
Hey, there he is, the heat race number 3 winner. I believe that may be your first heat race win in the 305s this season. Congratulations to you. What was it like out there?
I tell you, it was like I was practicing. It's just, it's just that I guess I just found out that I jumped the start though, so I don't know how that's going to turn out.
All right, we will hear from officials here about the jumping to the start. Congratulations on your heat race win. We'll see if it holds true, and good luck to the rest of the night.
Thank you very much.
As your B main is on the track as we get ready to go green flag here. Pace truck is in. Warren Samoy is in this one. Troy Flaro, Nathan Brown, Brandon Surratt, Steve Miller, Randy Shreves, Chris Miller, Greg Barnett, Robert Yost, and Joshua Berkey is your top 10. Green flag is out, and Warren Samoy is on the throttle. Troy Flaro working the top side of the racetrack. Nathan Brown looking on the bottom. On the top side, Troy Flaro is taking the race command on the top side of the racetrack as they went 3 wide there. Randy Shreves trying to fight off to make the A main. This is a sight you normally don't see of Randy Shreves being in a B main, but he is in the B main, and he has to make it within the top 10, I believe. I believe we're taking 12, maybe 14 here. We've got 21 drivers out of this one. We'll have to hear from officials as this one concludes up. Troy Flaro is your race leader right now with Randy Shreves in second, closing in on Troy Flaro. Nathan Brown's in the 3rd position. Greg Barnett is making a really good statement here in the 4th position. Josh Berkey in the 5th position, running well right now. There's Troy Flaro down on the bottom of the racetrack, makes contact there with another car that was on the bottom of the speedway. Now Troy Flaro drops way back in this one. Randy Shreves takes over your race lead. Nathan Brown in the 2nd. Lap traffic. We knew that this would probably come into play as you got to be able to navigate around the guys and see the guys in front of you. Nathan Brown in that 2nd position, trying to look underneath Randy Shreves now. Big slider move here. Gave Randy Shreves enough room on the outside as Randy Shreves takes over your race lead. Greg Barnett is in that 3rd position but has a little bit of pressure, and there's a car sideways on the front stretch and may have touched Josh Berkey there just a little bit. Greg Barnett working the top side. Josh Berkey on the bottom. This is the battle for 3rd position right now. Greg Barnett on the bottom and Josh Berkey on the bottom. Randy Shreves coming up on some thick, heavy lap traffic as we've got the 2 to go. Nathan Brown is right behind him. Will Randy Shreves make a mistake here coming into lap traffic? They are 3 wide right in front of him, and he sees it. As they make big contact there on the front stretch, it opens up the door for Nathan Brown. Nathan Brown gets underneath Randy Shreves. It's going to be a drag race to the finish line. The white flag is out. This is the final turn, final lap. Nathan Brown on the bottom, Randy Shreves on the... and it looks like Nathan Brown will make the pass on Randy Shreves and take the win there in the B main. Again, lap traffic came into play there. Josh Berkey was 3rd, Greg Barnett 4th, Brandon will be 5th, Patrick will be 6th, 7th will be Bryson, 8th will be Steve Miller, Warren Samoy 9th, Brandon Surratt 10th, Robert Yost 11th, Lance Jackson 12th, 13th, Tyler Aldry. We are getting set for the A main. A main here at Kokomo Speedway. As we look high atop Kokomo Speedway for week number 4. Sprint Clash. As you look at the point standings, Brandon Surratt was in the B main there, barely making it out of the B main, so he'll start deep in the A main here. Jason Randolph still looking pretty good right now. He's had a really good night so far. We'll see what Jason Randolph's able to do here. We'll look at track trend analysis here. We do have an average caution of 10 during our feature race. Your average caution's a 12.066. Average lead change, you're looking at around 8 lead changes. So we'll probably see a lot of people passing out on the track, jockeying for position. So who are we watching tonight? These are the drivers that we got to keep an eye on. You got to look at PJ Popham. He has already won at Kokomo before. You got Jason Randolph, that is your current points leader. Randy Shreves, he needs a big night. He hasn't had one in a while. He did really well there in the B main, got caught up in some lap traffic. Will he be able to navigate the traffic in the A main and make himself up inside the top 5 and have a decent night? Warren Samoy was a hard charger from Knoxville. Man, he'll have to do it again if he's going to get it done here at Kokomo. Kyle Vaughn, he was 4th at Kokomo last time he was here. We'll see what he's able to do. And Josh Berkey, Kokomo, a heat race winner last time we was here. He ran well. We'll see how he will fare tonight. As we get ready to start this race, we are getting ready to grid them up. Cars are summoned to the grid. We are asking all drivers to the front stretch right now. As on pole on this one, Kyle Vaughn is going to be your pole setter. And outside of Kyle Vaughn is going to be your points leader, Jason Randolph. But as we've seen, anything can happen when lap traffic plays any kind of a role. It can really ruin your night or it can help your night. We will see as we go on through the night. So Kyle Vaughn, your leader on your pole right now, and then Jason Randolph will be in second. William Henry, probably his best start of the night, will be starting in third. William Henry in that third position. Benjamin Wart will be starting in the 4th position. 5th will be Zach Neely. In 6th, Jeff Falero. In 7th, Stephen. In 8th, PJ Popham will have to come from 8th position. In the 9th, in the 10th position, Trey Gaugan, another guy that was fast here. Kevin Battering in that 11th position. In 12th, Byron Gay. In the 13th position, Nathan Brown. In the 14th position will be Randy Shreves. 15th, Josh Berkey. 16th, Greg Barnett. 17th, Brandon Lagoon. 18th, Patrick Boyce. 19th, Bryson Hughes. 20th, Steve Miller. 21st, Warren Samoy. We have to be another hard charger for him. Brandon Surratt in the 22nd position. Robert Yost in the 23rd position, and Lance Jackson in the 24th position. That in 22nd, Brandon Surratt, he is your 3rd place in points. He will have to go from deep in this pack to win this one. Green flag is out. Doesn't look like its second row was ready to go, but we are green flag racing out of turn 4 as Kyle Vaughn and Jason Randolph was ready to go, as Jason Randolph takes over your race lead early in on this one. William Henry is in 4th position. We look on back in through the pack. Steve Miller on back here in the back of the pack, trying to work traffic. Traffic's kind of thick on back in here. Up front, Jason Randolph is still your race leader. Jason Randolph kind of running away from Kyle Vaughn right now. Kyle Vaughn in that 2nd position. Ben Wart has made it up into the 3rd position. Jeff Flero on the move right now. He's up to 5th position. As we are counting down the laps, we are 4 laps done in this one. Chris Sign into that 9th position right now. Randy Shreeve still back there in the 13th position, trying to make some work of it. Jason Randolph kind of running away with it up front right now. Jason Randolph in his 47 machine. He will be coming up on some lap traffic here soon. This should be interesting to see how Jason Randolph navigates the traffic. So far, it's been a clean race up front with 7 laps down of a 30-lap race. Ben Wart is pressuring for that 2nd position on Kyle Vaughn, as the race is on there for that 2nd position. Zach Neely into that 4th position right now. But right now, your quickest guy out on the track is PJ Popham. He is in the 7th position, but he has the fastest time out there on the speedway right now. Jason Randolph, as the caution is out on the speedway, as Jason Randolph will not have to deal with lap traffic now, as we went 10 laps without a wreck, and now we have a car stopped over there in turns number 2. Jason Randolph, your leader right now. Jason Randolph looking to extend his winning streak here at Kokomo. As we will line them up, double file restart here. As we have got the one to go this time. We will be going green flag out of turns number 3 and 4. Green flag is out on the speedway. Jason Randolph takes the early lead here. Kyle Vaughn takes a big move on the top. It's going to go underneath Jason Randolph and try to put a slider underneath Jason Randolph. And there he had the move, and the caution flag flies, and he will have to give the position back to Jason Randolph. Kyle Vaughn had the big momentum there. But now, after a caution and not even be able to go one lap, I would bet to imagine we will go single file restart here. As we wasn't able to go one lap, Jason Randolph will be your leader. As Kyle Vaughn had a really good restart there, went top of the track, had great momentum coming out turn 1. We're going green flag out of turns number 4. Jason Randolph's on the throttle. It's on his command. As he goes to the top side, he says, I'm not going to let that happen again. He's not going to get a big run on me, as Kyle Vaughn follows him behind. Ben Wart is now pressuring Kyle Vaughn. Jason Randolph across the stripe. He is your leader, as Benjamin Wart is on the move on the bottom of the racetrack right now. Kyle Vaughn working the top side of the racetrack. Ben Wart has now cleared the 2nd position, and now Kyle Vaughn is having to play catch up now. He is now dropped back to the 3rd position, as now Zach Neely is pressuring Kyle Vaughn. Now that's the race for 3rd position, as Jeff Flero is now working the top side of the racetrack, looking good inside that top 5 right now. PJ Popham right directly behind him, as the battle for 3rd is really heating up, as it's going to be a 3-car battle. Jeff Flero on the top side of the racetrack right now. Jeff Flero on the top, as Neely and Kyle Vaughn get together there out of the turn. Loses big momentum. Jeff Flero is now up into the 3rd position, as Ben Wart's in the 2nd position. Jason Randolph working the bottom side of the track, but look who is coming. Ben Wart ripping the top of the cushion right now, trying to make some gains. As the caution flag is out on the speedway, Ben Wart is on the move, and he is the quicker of the 2 right now. Jason Randolph has led pretty much the entire race, but he has to look in his rearview mirror and see Benjamin Wart is on the move. He is coming. Jeff Flero, another guy that's quicker than the leader right now. Jeff Flero in that 3rd position. Is he going to be able to catch these guys? As I would say, we're going to do a double file restart here. We do have 11 laps to go. or 18 laps to go. Sorry, 12 laps to go, or 18 laps completed. They'll probably stack them up, rack them up, to go double file restart. This is going to probably play in the hands of Benjamin Wart here, being on the top of the racetrack. It seems like in turns 1 you can get a big momentum run. We'll see what happens. We got the 1 to go. They are going double file restart. No, we are going a single file restart again. Single file restart, 12 laps to go. Going green flag out of turns number 4. Your race leader, Jason Randolph, on the throttle. Ben Wart right behind him. Randolph goes to the bottom. Ben Wart to the top. Ben's going to have a big run coming down this backstretch. As he stays to the top of the racetrack, Randolph goes to the bottom. Ben Wart on the top. Big run here for Ben Wart on the top of the speedway coming down the backstretch. Right onto the back bumper of Randolph. Randolph decides, I'm going to stay to the bottom of the racetrack, as it was a good lap there in turns 3 and 4. Ben Wart lost a little bit of ground there. Ben Wart on the top. On back, Jeff Flero is trying to make things work. Chris Sine is in that 4th position, looking for that 3rd podium position. PJ Popham's now inside the top 5. Back up front, Jason Randolph, Benjamin Wart. Benjamin Wart's in the wall. Ben Wart's in the wall. He over pushed the car too much, put it in the wall, and opened it up, and now we have a caution. Car turned around in turns 3. Ben Wart really needed to see that caution as he got in the wall, lost all momentum. And he is faster right now. As we are going to have 7 laps to go on this restart here at Kokomo to finish this race out. Jason Randolph is still your leader. Ben Wart in 2nd. In 3rd is Jeff Flero. In 4th place is going to be Chris Sine. In 5th is PJ Popham. And then Zach Neely is in that 6th position, and Kyle Vaughn is in 7th. We're going to get the 1 to go here. We'll have 1 to go, and we'll be going green flag out of 4 here. Jason Randolph, will he be a repeat winner? Or will Ben Wart be a repeat winner? 1-2 right now has already won 1 race here. It's on command, on Jason's command. Ben Wart has to have a good restart here. They line them up, stack them up, single file, on the throttle, Jason Randolph. Ben Wart gets a pretty good restart with him. Ben Wart goes to the top of the racetrack. Jason Randolph works the bottom. Jason Randolph still working the bottom. Ben Wart decides he is not going to leave the top side of the racetrack. Ben Wart still working the top. Big battle for that 3rd, and 4th, and 5th position. Cars going 4 wide back there. As now the race leader crossing the stripe, Ben Wart took over the lead on the top side of the racetrack. Jason Randolph on the bottom. It's really heating up. 4 laps to go. Jason Randolph working the bottom, not being able to get back around Ben Wart. Ben Wart on the top side of the speedway. Going to try to get it done tonight here at Kokomo. 3 laps to go. As they come to the stripe, we have 3 fingers up, 3 to go for Ben Wart, your race leader. Jason Randolph in the 2nd position will not come off the bottom side of the racetrack right now. Caution is out on the speedway, and we will have a green-white checker finish to this one, as Ben Wart has taken over your race lead from Jason Randolph. Big moves for Benjamin Wart, working the top side of the racetrack. Ben Wart is your leader. Jason Randolph had led the entire of this race. Nathan Browns came up 9 positions. Nathan Browns went up 9 positions. So he's Doing very well back there. He was in a B main. We're about to go green flag racing out of turns number 4. Brandon Surratt is now up to 7th. He's starting the B main. Green flag is out. Ben Wart decides to go to the bottom. Jason Randolph goes to the top side of the racetrack. He's in the wall. Opens up the door for Jeff Flair. Will Jeff Flair be able to open up the gap on Jason Randolph as Ben Wart is your leader in on command right now? Ben Wart leading this race. As we come out of turn 4, he will get the checkered flag. Your race winner, Ben Wart. Jason Randolph in second. Third will be Jeff Flair. Fourth will be PJ Popham. Fifth will be Zach Neely. Brandon Surratt had rebounded, made it into that 6th position. We see the fireworks go off for Ben Wart. Ben Wart being your race winner. In 7th was Nathan Brown. 8th was William Henry, probably his best finish here in the 305s. 9th will be Kyle Vaughn. 10th will be Bryson. That is your top 10. Some notable finishes. Warren Samoy was 11th. Randy Shreves was back in 13th position. Trey Gauguin, one that we thought would have a chance here, went 16 laps down, 22nd position. Ben Wart, Jason Randolph, and Jeff Flaro is your top 3. Again, that was Ben Wart, Jason Randolph, which is going to probably extend his points lead now with a 2nd place finish here. And Jeff Flaro was in 3rd. We'll see if we can get a hold of some of these guys. See if we can talk to a few of them. Ben Wart, now your back-to-back winner. Steve Miller called it. He said that Ben has a bad night, then he comes back and he's dominant. And he was. He came on really strong there at the end. Was able to pass Jason Randolph on the top side of the racetrack. And then he was able to go to the bottom side of the racetrack and hold the lead. This kid was able to move all around the racetrack and make the win happen tonight. As we'll start with your 2nd place finisher, Jason Randolph led the entire part of this race and lost it late in the race to Ben Wart on the top side of the racetrack. Jason, congratulations on your 2nd place finish. What was it like out there leading the race?
It was pretty nice out there leading the race. I didn't have to worry about traffic or anything. It seemed like whenever we got close, the yellow would come out, so that would kind of eliminate that. And then, of course, you can't really see what people are running, behind you. So I wasn't sure if it top or low was staying fast, but I was kind of there in the middle. So not bad though.
Yeah, it looks like you've done really well so far. You're in week 4 now. You haven't been outside the top 5. You are a points leader coming into the night. How is it going to be able to keep that momentum up through the rest of the season?
It's just making it through the heat races really helps. If you can, if you end up qualifying well, you have to start in 4th there, which 4 transfers, so you just have to make sure you stay up there and not have too much trouble. And then a decent starting spot always helps. And tonight I was able to start 3rd there in the heat and just duck low first corner and get the lead, and that gave me 2nd starting spot. So overall, pretty easy night. I didn't have to come from the back or anything, so just a nice clean race and finish 2nd and keep adding the points.
Congratulations on your 2nd place finish. Is there anybody out there that you would want to thank?
And thank all the guys over at the Firm Motorsports, ABR Setup Shop, Apex Auto Glass and Tinting, 21 Designs, Mazin's Transport, and Seaver's Race Media, and you guys for covering the races and everybody coming out and having a pretty caution-free night. It wasn't too bad, so hats off to everyone, and Benjamin for the win.
Yep, congratulations to you on your 2nd place finish. We'll see you next week at Lima Land.
All right, thank you.
We'll now talk to your third place finisher, Jeff Falero. He came on strong there on the top side of the racetrack. Jeff, what was it like out there for you?
Well, I didn't get much seat time, and it kind of felt like I was in a new car, I'd say. Being I moved to the island and I had everything apart, and to be straight up honest, definitely have to thank my wife because I had to make two trips, and our bed's not set up yet, but I do got this set up.
There you go. I think this is your first podium finish of the season. Am I not correct on that?
Yeah, that could be quite possible, and I'm quite surprised at Kokomo. Maybe I just had a little luck on my side tonight as well. I didn't qualify very well, and managed, I think, finish second in the heat, so I was happy with that.
Well, Jeff, congratulations on your podium finish there in third. We'll see you next week at Lima Land. Before we go, is there anybody you want to thank?
Oh, definitely you guys for all you do, and it's well done. And up here in Canada, I'd like to thank Glenn Stiers and everything he does for sprint car racing up here, and also my wife. I'm lucky that I'm able to play right now.
All right, we'll
But
see you
I had
next
to,
week at Lima Land.
yep, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
We now are speaking with your race winner, and we now have a two-time winner this season in the summer series of the 305s, and that is Ben Ward taking over the race lead late in this one on the top side of the racetrack. Take us through those last couple laps as you were right behind Jason. The caution had come out, and then finally you were on his back bumper. What was that like?
Yeah, I was just actually talking to him there once he was done with his interview. I was saying how he was actually running the bomb like really good, so I was struggling to get a run on him there on the outside. And the one time he made a mistake on the bottom, I was able to get to his outside, and that's all I needed to keep him from using up all the width of the track there. But before that one caution, I hit the top really good in 3 and 4 and got a good run on him. I was like all over him. And the next corner, I tried to do the exact same thing, and I ended up putting the fence there and lost a lot of ground. So I was just praying for a caution after that to, kind of reset everything. And luckily it came out for me.
Yeah, we seen that. You were pressuring. You were trying to get there on the back bumper of Jason. You came out of there in four and smacked the wall a little bit, lost a lot of momentum, and then it wasn't just a turn later. The caution came out, and that was the break that you really needed. Because if that caution didn't come out and we would have green flagged the rest of the way, you probably wouldn't have caught Jason Randolph there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that caution definitely was the difference between me winning and finishing second.
So you're a two-time winner now. What's it going to take to continue this momentum forward? As the last time you won, you came into the next week and struggled at Knoxville. Now you're coming in to Kokomo. You take away a win. Now you're going to be going to Lima Land. Are we going to see a Ben Wart that is ready to win, or is it going to be another 15th place finish? What are you going to do to snowball this win to get that momentum going so that you can be a champion this year?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not another 15th place finish. That's for sure. I think Lima Land's about as strong as this track was for me. Like I already said before, I'm not that strong at the quarter miles, but Lima Land and Kokomo are like definitely a lot better than like Fairbury. Um, but yeah, hopefully it's not another week like it was last week in Knoxville. I just kind of drove like an idiot last week, getting into a couple of different people and then taking myself out in the feature, trying to go for a stupid slide job. So yeah, hopefully I don't do that again.
All right, Ben, we're going to let you go. We know you're going to be hopping in, I believe, a 360 here, just a few minutes here at Kokomo. Congratulations on your win. Is there anybody out there that you want to thank?
Yeah, thank you. All I want to thank is just Chris and Steve and everybody at Millertime Motorsports for the great shows that they've been putting on, especially as of late. It's been really fun. And also just want to thank you for putting on such a great broadcast.
We appreciate it. We'll see you next week at Lima Land.
Yeah, see you then.
That was Ben Ward. That was your winner. Now, we got to remember, even though Jason Randolph has your points lead right now, when we look at it, this was your points lead coming into the night. Randolph had one win, but he had been inside the top 5. We got to remember that there is 2 drop races, so things will shake up as we go through the season. And now we have a 2-time winner, Ben Ward, that is down there in that 7th position. He will probably move on up into the ranks here. We'll have to see as we go throughout the night, and we will be posting that on our page, letting you all know the update on the standings. But Ben Wart, what a show he put on for us tonight here at Kokomo. We are going to sign off for now, and next week we will be at Limaland. Limaland is our next stop for us, so we'll see you all there at Limaland. Until then, take care